Welcome to another episode of Stuff from Japan. Much like the previous episode, I have a large pile of watches that I've stockpiled from Yahoo Auctions Japan, and I would like to open those with you. And this has probably as big of a mix of stuff as the previous batch did, and so I'm as excited as I was then. This, I can't remember what this is. Let's check this out. I guess it's kind of embarrassing when I forget what I spent money on. It's got one of those stretchy bracelets, so I doubt I bought it for the bracelet. I must have bought this for the movement. What is this? Okay, 5H23. Yeah, I was looking for a few spare 5H23s. That's a pretty sharp looking watch too. But I just wanted the movement. So there's that guy. And this guy. I think I know what this one is. Yeah, this one's cool. This one's definitely cool. So this is a 5J22 movement, which is a kinetic movement. I own several kinetic watches, but I'm not actually a fan of them because the capacitor, rechargeable battery, or whatever it is inside goes bad after a while. But this design is so stinking cool. It's titanium, and being as it's a kinetic movement, it's very similar in dimension to some of the just regular mechanical movements. So my hope was to gut this movement, which is not working anymore, and put in a proper Seiko winding movement. And one of the attributes of many of the kinetic watches is that they have a button up here that when you press it, the second hand will indicate how much charge it has. And that's cool if you are into kinetic stuff, but if you're not, then it's kind of annoying when you got this little button up here and stuff. And so this is one of the few case designs that Seiko had for kinetics that did not have that stupid button. It's just a regular looking watch. So I'm looking forward to digging into that at some point and seeing if I can actually fit a mechanical movement in there like I wanted to. So yeah, I was excited about that one. Those they come up all the time, and they seem to end in the $30 to $40 range, which I think is pretty fair. I'm gonna save that. That actually goes in tandem with another watch, as does this one. I'll get this one ready. That's for a little surprise coming up. Let's see what we got here. I got a big pile of watches. Let's see what this is part of. There is one big lot in here, but it might be split up amongst separate bags, so we'll see. We'll see if this is part of that or not. Dun, dun, dun. Check this guy out. Yeah, one of the lots has some pretty interesting stuff in it that I'm excited about. See, I'm not recognizing this. I'm not sure. We'll see what this is. Alright, this is pretty sweet looking. And this is a what is that? A721. Huh. This must be part of a lot because I don't remember hand picking that. Pretty nice looking though. Let's see what this guy is. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. And this is another nice looking silver wave. I love those silver waves. That's so cool. Inscription there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was part of a lot. Not the big lot, but a lot. And a black one. I think this might have been the star of that lot. This black one, I kind of remember this. So I missed out on one of these several months ago, and so when another one came up, I was excited to see that. So this has a cool mix of things. It's a quartz with two crowns. There's one here and there's one down here. And it's unclear to me which does what. Oh, I think I know, because this is an alarm quartz. So I think one sets, see how there's that yellow hand there? I believe the orange hand is your regular second hand, and I think the yellow is your alarm hand. And so you can set within a 12-hour, come on. Wow, that's not moving. That's probably why it was sold. Anyways. Oh, okay, that's the alarm one. All right. Okay. And I don't have a battery for it, so I don't know what the chime sounds like, but yeah, I just thought that was a cool, it's called PVD, that coating. It's like physical, man, I can't remember what PVD stands for. Anyways, I really like it. It's cool looking. I think it's physical vapor deposition. So you're depositing you're depositing vapor on something. Alright, this thing's pretty big. Hopefully I'm not going to cut through anything important. Okay, I think I know what this is. See, I I thought these were going to come in the previous box that I did a video on, and they did not. So one of these is messed up. It's missing that little H logo, which it looks like I need to correct because it's not straight. So Seiko made a series of watches that they called hybrid, and they were LCD and analog hands. And on the little tags that came on them, they had this little H Ouroboros thing going on. And I just thought it was cool that a seller had some of these little placards that would have sat in the display case at a store. And I don't know if that H is floating around somewhere else or what, but at least I got one good one. I thought those were pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. And got this other one from that same lot. Dig into this guy. Try not to cut anything important. And these all seem well packed. I'm very pleased with that. And this is just kind of a TV style. I think some of these rectangular ones or squarish ones are kind of reminiscent of old CRTs, and I've seen these sold as TV watches. Oh, it's an Alba clasp on this, but it's a Seiko watch. Okay. Yeah, that was just kind of a gimme. That was not hot on my list of stuff to get. But I'll take it. And here's another. Let's see what's in this guy. Ah, yes. This is, I believe this would fall in that hybrid family I was speaking of for those little placards. This thing is super stinking clean. So this right here, many of the older Seikos, they would have a black bezel, black highlights that were plastic, and they can get broken and worn out. Like actually the watch I'm wearing right now, that has one of those black plastic bezels on it. But this one is actually metal, and it's a beautiful watch. Probably never even worn. I don't know if it was a store sample or what, but it was in great shape, and the price was right. So hopefully all it needs is a battery. But yeah, great piece. So put that here. And what else we got? I'm not quite sure what this is. Comes with paperwork, whatever it is. That's always nice. It's especially nice when you bid on an auction and they don't show the paperwork in the auction, but it comes with paperwork, because if they had shown it, people would bid a lot more. But when you get that as a bonus, that's like super cool. What is this? I don't even remember this. Oh, I do remember this. Yeah, these are cool. This is also part of that hybrid family. Yeah. And I think this did have the paperwork in there. So it's got extra links. It's got paperwork. That's great. So this is, oh, looks like they didn't bother to connect that up, but that's not a problem. So this is titanium, and you can't see it. Excuse me, you can't see it right now, but the dial is actually an LCD display. So when that's powered up, you've got the analog hands on top, and then behind it, you've got an LCD going on. And yeah, nice solid construction. Well, that stinks. It's got folded clasps. Oh well. Oh well. It's still a nice piece, and the price was right. So, I thought that was super cool. And this, we are down to the final bag, but it's a monster. So, I'm going to slice this guy open and then start pecking away at the contents. So this was a pretty expensive lot, but it had two watches that they're kind of twins that I had only seen rarely, and I was a little on the fence as far as buying them because it's a women's watch, and I settled on yes, I will get them because, well, I'll show you when I get to them. And we've got, what else do we got? Oh, this is interesting. So Seiko put out some pocket watches, and this is one of them. It's just a little quartz pocket watch, and they have these little lanyard things on them. So I've only seen that in a catalog, so that's kind of cool to actually have one. Put that here. Now for the good stuff is this and this. So these, I haven't really seen any discussion about these on forums or anything. And what's interesting about them is they are very similar to the Seiko Arni, the H558, which is part of the hybrid series. And I saw these and I was surprised that they were brand new, or at least they look like old stock, and that it had both the orange variant and the black variant. And the prices kind of seem to be all over the place on these. I think I saw an auction for one that went for maybe $90 on Yahoo Japan, and then another one where people just went bananas and it was like $300 or something. And ironically, the cheaper one was the one that had like the tags and stuff like that, so who knows what was going on. But you'll notice that there's some severe bleeding on the LCD, and that's probably why they were never sold, because they might have failed even at the store, and the clerks could not get rid of those. So the previous two bags that I passed up early on were replacements for these that were working, and I was so pleased because shortly after winning the auction for these two guys, I started looking for good movements to replace in there, at least, you know, good LCDs, and boom, got this one for $10. And then I also got another one, boom, $10 for another working one. And all the others that I saw up for auction had that bleeding problem that these two did. So I was so happy to immediately find two good working, I think it's a E029 is the movement. I got two of these like within a week or something after winning these, so that should be a relatively easy swap to get those in there. And later on I'll do a video showing off all the Seiko Arni watches, and I'll include these in there, and that'll be a fun little show of the whole Arni family. So that's it. I'll wrap it up. It's probably been too long, but yeah, I'm sure we'll have future stuff from Japan videos, and hopefully even more exciting stuff. Thanks for watching.